on video chat, and that is CFL veteran Kenny Stafford joining us this morning. Hey, Kenny, Happy New Year. Where are you checking in from today?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, so right next door to you guys.
The city of champions. How are things in Edmonton this time of year?
Cold, frigid, very, very cold, but it's going good, man. Just enjoying my off season, spending time with some friends and family, and just gearing up for this next season.
Kenny, before we get into the football, can you give me your thoughts on Kobe Bryant? Where were you when you heard the news yesterday? How did you feel, and what did Kobe mean to you?
Well, honestly, I was laying on the couch, and my brothers, like, we have a group chat, me, my brother, and my dad. We have, like, on Instagram, and my brother sent, like the little feed, like, a little story into our, like, Instagram feed. I'm like, there's no way. So then I Googled, like, Kobe Bryant, and nothing popped up on the internet. So I was like, okay, I wait. And then I went back and refreshed it, and then TMZ article popped up, and then all the stories started popping up. So it was shocking. Kobe's my favorite athlete of all time. Like, I was just shocked and awed, and the simple fact that he was doing something he loved. He was going to go do something that he loved with his daughter on a probably typical Sunday morning, typical thing that they probably normally do. It's just a tragedy. It's a loss to the sports world. He's taught me everything from, work ethic, pushing through the tough times, knowing what it's like to be a good man and a good person. Like, he's someone that I definitely looked up to, and I lost someone that people say, like, like, I'm like kind of like, I felt really, really, I shed a tear because I never even met him, but just the impact he had on my life. Like, he came in the league at 97, 98. I was 7 years old, and he retired 20 years later. So that was like my Michael Jordan of my era. So I lost someone, very special to me.
For the football fans, they know Kenny Stafford of the Rough Riders, but, you look at your resume: Falcons, Alouettes, Dolphins, Stampeders, Alouettes again, Eskimos, Alouettes, Bombers, Eskimos, Riders. You've been around, Kenny. First of all, what is your contract situation? Are you under contract with the Riders for 2020, or are you entering free agency?
It is official. I am under contract with Saskatchewan. When I got traded, I had a 2-year deal. I signed a 2-year deal last year. When I got traded, Saskatchewan picked up that deal. But as you can tell, like, I was just a fill-in. I never played, so I didn't know what my role was going to be. So I had a meeting with Jo and Craig before, at the end of the season. We talked about, what is it going to be like moving forward. There was a lot of free agents. You guys brought in, we brought in Jay Will. So I didn't know what direction they were going into. Naaman was a free agent, Manny's a free agent, Shaq's a free agent. So I didn't know what they were going to do. So he just said, let me hire my coordinators, and we'll talk. We'll see what kind of role you want to play in. And then we talked over the new year, and then it's official that, they want me back. They want me in the green and white, and they want me to, compete for a starting job.
Well, when you came over, we all applauded the move because we've all followed your career, know how dynamic you are. But it wasn't until the end of the year that you got in. And knowing Jeremy and Craig as well as I do, I bet you your patience and the way you handled 2019 meant a lot to them. Did that come up in your year-end discussions with them?
I mean, they always committed me and just told me, like, they respect the way I handled myself, and, that I was willing to just kind of sit back. So, I mean, that probably did play a role, me being a professional. But, I've always been a professional. Anyone that's ever met me or came across me knows that I'm very respectable, and I carry myself that way.
So how do you feel about the Rough Riders in 2020 then? You got a new offensive coordinator, same quarterback. I mean, we're all getting pretty excited around here ourselves. How do you see it?
I see it fitting well. Remember, I got some familiarity with Coach Maas. I played under him for 3 years, so I know his offense. I know how dynamic it is. He's going to be a great addition for Cody, because Coach Maas, he played the position. He's been successful as a coordinator, as an offensive coordinator. So he's going to be able to help Cody grow. I'm excited to work with Cody. Honestly, I'm just excited just to have an opportunity. Like you said, I've been many places, and anytime I do get the opportunity to play, I perform, and I perform really well. So I'm honestly just looking for, an organization, a coaching staff, coordinators just to believe in me and just allow me to go play football with no distractions.
Hey, Kenny, why Edmonton? Why make Edmonton your off-season spot, and what's your off-season look like?
Well, honestly, I thought I was going to retire as an Eskimo, to be completely honest. I was on that I thought I was on the same page with Brock. That's why I extended another 2 years, because I was in free agency last year. So I extended another 2 years. I have my girlfriend here, and we live together. And Edmonton's always felt like home to me, ever since I won a championship here, in the trade. People didn't really see the trade going well, and then all of a sudden, I was able to perform, and then the city kind of like embraced me, and it always felt like home. So I make it home. I give back to the community. I train kids here. So pretty much my off season is I kind of relax all of December. January, I start training my kids all the way into February. Then mid-February, I head down to Boca, South Florida, and I train at XPE with Tony Villani, who's probably one of the top trainers in the country. And I get working with him. I have a footwork specialist down there of Gold Fleet Global. I work out with him, and then I also get some work in with my uncle. So from mid-February all to May, I am in South Florida. And then I plan on first week of April is going to go meet up with Cody and do some off-season throwing for like a weekend, because we weren't able to establish any connection. So I'd rather establish a connection in the off-season rather than, wait till training camp.
Yeah, you talk about the opportunity that you. First of all, I think one of the things that people like most about you is that no matter where you're put in, you seem to excel. They put you at that short side receiver or short side wide out. You do well. You're playing that Z or Z for a while because it's Canada.
Yeah.
Spot. And then you start seeing what you can do in the slot. Where do you? Well, I guess that's two questions. Where do you like playing the most, and then where do you see the opportunity in 2020 with the Riders to start and then have a great season?
Honestly, man, just put me on the field. I don't care where I'm at, because I'm going to make plays regardless. Like I said, I've proven so I can be standstill, I can be in a slot, it could be to the field. I can pretty much do it all. That's why I kind of, hang my hat on, is that I'm not a one-trick pony. Yeah, I do like going deep. That is like something I love. Randy Maas is one of my favorite receivers growing up, so I try to incorporate my game around him. So honestly, I just need to be on the field. Let me be on the field for 18 games, and then the rest will take care of itself.
Hey, lastly, can you break any news on your cousin, Deron? We're big Deron fans here. I know there's a lot of people in Edmonton would like to see the Esks sign Deron. That's what I'm hearing out of there. What do you think is going to happen with DC in 2020?
I'm really, really not sure, my man. I wish nothing but the best for him, to be completely honest. I really wish, if you, like you said, you guys took the time to get to know Deron. Deron's a great person. He's a great athlete. Like I said, I want him to just get an opportunity and him just to go play football. And when he just goes play football, we know what he can do. So any team that signs him is going to be, get an upgrade at receiver. I think last year, the time he took, just being around in BC, I think that was, helpful for him too, just in his career and his maturity. Because I've talked to him, and you could tell that he's grown. He's an adult, and I think he's ready to put the work in and go play football.
Well, like him, Kenny, you're fun to watch. Keep her rolling, my man. We'll see you when you get into town here for the 2020 season.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.